But today I'm going to go into more details, some positions that you might benefit in your games when you start playing chess. Again, my name is Dimitri. I'm a chess master. I play chess since I was maybe 6 years old, and I love this game. Please raise your hand if you like to play chess. Is anybody in this class love playing chess or like playing chess? I don't know. Like, please show me. I do. If you cannot raise your hand, I mean, if you're not on camera, then just write in the chat. I do, or I love chess. I like playing chess. Something like this. Some comments, please. So I will know that I'm in the same club of people who have passion for the game as I do, or even more than me. Great. Okay, I have here, I can read the chat. 1 second, let me see. San Diego, people from different places. I like chess. All right. So let's jump into the lesson right away. What I prepared today is the class where you can go into understanding how to play at the beginning of the game. Now, let me just start by showing you my screen. Maybe we will do some exercise later. We'll see. But I would like to start with the chessboard. Okay, here we go. As you see right now in front of you, there is a chess position on the board. This game already took some, steps, right? It's a middle game. We have white pieces here, black pieces on other side. You can probably recognize the names. King, queen, right? Bishop, knight, bishop, right? White bishop here is pressuring the knight, want to capture the knight. So this is how game looks in the middle of the game. But let me show you something where I was very curious to, when I was a kid, I was very curious to see if there are some pieces on the board and where they stay better. If maybe this knight standing better than other knight, or maybe this knight stands better than the other knight. Let's together check which knight standing better. First, let's start from the knight in the corner. All right, so knight in the corner has two possible moves. If you see, I press on the knight, and knight has two possible moves. Knight to go here, knight to go here. Only two possible moves. Let's press on the other knight on the other side. This knight has also two possible moves. Let's say, for instance, I go knight here. This knight has also two possible moves only. Okay, let's compare to the other piece that has in the center. Oh my goodness, did you see what just happened? This knight has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 possible moves. So if I press on this knight, it's 8 dots around. If I press on this knight, it's 2 dots around. Is anybody knows why? The answer is that this knight in the center is much more powerful, more strength. You want to have your pieces at the maximum capacity, strongest pieces ever on planet chess. That's what you want to have. You want to have every single piece will be super duper strong. Please, iPad number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. iPad 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Please don't write on my board. Please do not write on my board. When I ask a question, you can do that. I know there are a lot of magicians in this class who can write on my board somehow. Please don't do it right now, kindly. So let's talk about this piece. So let's say I moved here, and the other knight in the corner, same story, only two possible moves. And this knight has, again, a lot of moves because this knight placed in the center. Let's go to other picture that I prepared for you. Where is it? Okay, right here. Look at this craziness. What is going on? This is our chessboard, my friends. In this chessboard, we have different places. We have side of the board, We have middle of the board. I call it center. If I take it away, so the four squares in the center, these four squares are the most important part of the chessboard. Basically, when you start the game, you make sure that all your pieces will be placed in the center of the board. Why? Because you already know.
Because the more the closer to the center they are, the more moves they have, and therefore the more powerful they are.
Absolutely correct. I don't know who spoke, but you're absolutely right. You just took words out of my mouth.
Hello.
Wanted to say this, but you said it. Because if you place your pieces in the center, Hillel, of the board, they are much stronger than on the side. With this theory, let's stop talking and let's go into the chess game. I'm going to open a board for you guys so you can see the pieces. First of all, there are many strategies to play chess. Many strategies. You can play chess by putting pieces on the side of the board. You can play chess by putting pieces in the center of the board. What I'm teaching you guys today, it's called Russian School of Playing Chess, and this is central strategy. Not only Russian, also other countries playing chess, the same strategy. But I saw recently there are many strong players trying to play the game a little bit different. Don't fall into this trap and follow some players who start the game on the side of the board. They are super grandmasters. They're very strong players. Don't follow their steps. You need to learn from the basic strategy of the central strategy. So what I recommend, start the game with your central pawns. Why this move? Because you open door for the bishop to go into the game. Please, Hillel, do me a favor, don't write on my board. Let me do it by myself. I will ask your help later on. I see that you're very advanced. I will need your help later in the class for 100%. So when you start in the center of the board, you are controlling the so-called center of the board. Take a look. This is the center of the board, right? Four squares right here. When we place our pawn here, and again, guys, I assume that we play white right now, but I don't care. We can even play black here. And the same strategy. Let's say our opponent started some strange move. We can again play in the center of the board to control the center. So it doesn't matter. What I'm going to teach you today, it's good for both colors. You can play it with white pieces or you can play it with black pieces, right? So this is not really like something for only one side. I teach it for all the sides, for both sides. Okay, so let's go back. I just demonstrated with white pieces because white pieces go first in chess. That's why it's easier to understand the game playing with white. And you guys going to enjoy it also with both playing with white and also playing with black. Pawn to e4. Black can play pawn to e5 if your opponent following the same strategy. What is the next move? Hillel, I ask again, please take away. Maybe I can just restrict.
Yes, Dimitri, you can take off the
Annotate or
attendees.
share. Yeah, I would like to take annotation because I usually do in my classes, because as Hillel also and other kids love doing this. So I took annotation. Hillel, can you write something on the screen right now? Let me double check.
No.
Okay, no, okay, good, perfect. So because I came once in the class, I have to tell you this story. I have a boy, his name is Asher. He is fifth grader. Who is anybody here fifth grader, 5th grade? Okay, so he's like came to the class, amazing player, really good player. I teach the lesson. I show my moves on the board, showing all the moves, blah blah blah. Suddenly, I see all my screen is totally red. I cannot see even one thing, like absolutely red screen. You cannot imagine, guys, seriously. I ask, who did it? Everybody quiet, like 15 kids in the class, everybody saying, not me, not me, not me, not me, not me. But I know one boy, computer genius, his name is Asher. He did it. Then after the class, I said, why did you do that to me? He said, Dimitri, I need to teach you one secret. You need to know how to go to security and close annotation. You can open and close. Okay, now I know. Anyway, let's go back to the game. And here is in this game, there is there is a situation right now. What to do next? I will show you right now 4 friends that we have in the game. 4 best friends in the opening. Please remember, write it down, do whatever you want. But when you play next time, remember 4 friends. You have to have 4 friends at the beginning of the game. Your best friends are 2 knights and 2 bishops. And same for black pieces, 2 knights and 2 bishops. Those are your best soldiers, best friends that you need to play with. I saw one game, one boy played knight here. The other guy played here, boy played knight back. The other boy played here, he played knight here. The other played bishop here, he played knight here. The other played pawn here, he played knight here. Back and forth, back and forth. I asked him, why are you doing this? This is so bad strategy. Look at your opponent. He already have 3 pieces in the game. Why are you moving your knight back and forth? He said, Dmitry, don't worry. I have a plan. Okay, fine. If you should tell me you have a plan, let's go. I go here. He goes back. I'm like, excuse me? Why did you do this move? Don't worry, Dmitry. I have a plan. Okay, you have a plan. Let's take a queen. Oh, didn't see that, he said suddenly. Then what is your plan? Well, I wanted to go here, so he will go here, and I will take him. Then he will go here. I go here. He goes here. I will take him. Silly. How can you play like this? This is not the right strategy. Okay, so for this class, I assume that you guys kind of know how pieces move, but I would like to give you some information about value of the pieces. Let's say you lost your queen. It means you lost 9 points. Let's start from the beginning. The value of 1 pawn is 1 pawn. The value of 1 knight is 3 pawns. The knight is 3 pawns. The value of 1 bishop is also 3 pawns. I love this move. This is one of my favorite moves in the game. This opening called Italian game. I don't want to put my bishop here because it's a horrible move. I lose my bishop. I lose 3 points. Not a good idea to lose 3 points. It's much better to keep it for later, because maybe this bishop can bring a lot of damage to opponent's king. All right. So what did I say? Pawn is 1, knight is 3, bishop is 3. Those are our friends, right? I told you, you need to keep an eye on your friends. So all your friends are 3-pointers. Those are the most important pieces in the beginning of the game. Those pieces you want to bring to the game. And not only 1 knight like this boy did, said, Dmitry, don't worry, I have a plan. Don't worry, I have a plan. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, until he lost the queen. And then he didn't have a plan anymore. Well, okay, don't do that like this, boy. Do something different. Okay, here, knight here, bringing knight to the game. If you saw that idea of this move to capture the pawn, you can say to yourself, great job, because this is actually a fantastic move to capture 1 point. Oh, I have one girl told me a story. She said, I played a chess game, and in the tournament, I could take this pawn, but I didn't. And you know why, Dmitry, didn't take the pawn? Because who cares about 1 pawn? It's nothing. 1 pawn is absolutely nothing, right? Wrong. I told her, you are wrong, because every single pawn is very important in the game. Every single piece is very important in the game. But Dmitry, pawn is only 1 point, right? So what? 1 point plus another point, already 2, plus another, already 3. We have 8 pawns. It's a lot of points if you lose every single pawn. And maybe she didn't understand exactly, but next game she didn't lose pawns. In this position, you are threatening to take the pawn. If your opponent is playing something silly, you can enjoy and eat the pawn for breakfast. Yes, I said for breakfast because your pieces are super duper hungry. Like you are. You're hungry right now, right? Get a snack. Eat something because you need to capacity of your brain only when you're not hungry. Same your pieces, they want to eat. Always try to capture. But let's go back to the strategy. So I said the strategy is to bring all the 3-pointers pieces like knights and bishops to the game. Let's say your opponent is a strong player, very good. He brings his knight to the game. Here is a question for you guys. What happens if I take this pawn? This one is a bad move
The knight will
because
take the knight.
The knight will take it.
yeah, I see your face is like, what are you doing, Dimitri? This is so easy. Yes, what did you take there? Let me see. Oh, you took a pawn. Okay, 1 pawn you took, and I take 3 from you. So what is the story here? 1 for 3. What is better, 3 or 1? No, of course, you are losing now. 3 minus 1 equals 2. So, Dimitri, you are losing by 2 points right now. Who cares about 2 points, right? Wrong. 2 points, it's a lot. Okay, maybe $2 is not a lot, but $2 million, it's a lot, right? So you can think that in this game, every piece is valuable. It's a lot of millions. For example, this is 1 million. Each pawn is 1 million. Knight is 3 millions. Bishop is 3 millions. I will tell you later how much rook and queen cost later. And maybe even I tell you how much.
Too late. I already put that in the chat.
Oh, good. Thank you very much, Hillel. Good job.
9 million.
I knew that I need your help. Anyway, what is the best move in this position? You need to bring one of 3 pointers to the game, bishop or knight. My favorite move, as I already mentioned, to bring bishop to the game, I control the center, plus I'm looking kind of with my eyes on this f7 square near the black king, near right here next to the king, and this is the spot we call weak spot. Why this is weak spot? Because it's only protected by the king. It's only protected by the king, and that's it. So basically, if I bring one more piece to attack this pawn, will be amazing. But my opponent is a good player. He played bishop here because he also following the same strategy as me. Guys, who can tell me if both players follow the same strategy, who will win eventually?
White.
White.
No, not necessarily.
The player who's copying.
The player will win, the one who has better idea, better strategic idea. Another person will win who has better tactics, because chess is not only strategy, it's also tactics when you sacrifice something, when you go for a checkmate, but we will talk about it a little bit later.
I have an idea.
In this position, I like to castle. This is my my move. My personal priority here, I like to castle the king. And this is another thing that's very important in the opening. You want to put your king in a safe place. So, okay, but for this exercise, I'm going to show you knight here because I said to bring pieces to the game. Which pieces? Are you going to bring every single piece to the game?
No,
Like rook and
No.
queen?
The stronger piece.
You are bringing 4 friends to the game. Your 4 friends are 2 knights, 2 bishops. Now, I'm telling you this because I think this is your best chance to win in chess. Of course, you still can lose the game even if you do everything what I tell you. Like, you're still going to lose games. You're going to win games, and you're also going to lose games. Even world champion Magnus Carlsen still losing the games. The best player in the world still losing sometimes. Okay, he is not losing too much. He's losing sometimes. At the beginning of your life, of your chess life, you're going to win, you're going to lose, but you're going to lose more. Toward the middle of when you become better player, you're going to win more games. The strategy that I'm giving to you will help you in the long run to become better player. What strategy am I talking about? Everybody, please attention. I am talking about central strategy. When you are controlling the center with your pieces and also with your pawns, and also bringing your 4 friends to the game. Your 4 friends are 2 knights and 2 bishops. Wait a second, you can tell me. Wait a second. What about this bishop? You didn't bring it to the game yet. What are you talking about, Dimitri? Could you please bring this bishop to the game already? I say to you, wait a second, hold on. In chess, how do we play chess? I move, you move. I move, I cannot do all the moves in one turn. So wait a second, let me just continue. My opponent is very strong player. He plays knight here. Anybody knows in the class, but not Hillel, somebody else. Why this is a good move for black? Let me turn the board for you. And why this is a fantastic move to bring knight here? Why? Anybody can tell me?
Pawn.
Who is
the
talking?
white
Tell
pawn.
me your name. Tell me your name first.
Tommy.
And then Tommy?
Tommy, yeah.
Tommy, tell me why this is a good move for black.
Because so the black pawn trapped the white pawn. So
black pawn
you
trap,
can
okay.
take, yeah. So you can take the white pawn and.
Yeah, but the knight, look. Tommy, sorry. There is a knight protecting this pawn. There is a different reason why I want to bring this knight. Oh, I just answered.
I think I know.
Yes. I think Amy raising her hand. Amy, could you talk?
Wait, how far can the knight move?
Okay, knight moves L shape. Gallop, gallop, side. That's how knight moves. Again, gallop, gallop, side. Gallop, gallop, side. Also, gallop, gallop, side. That's how knight moves. L shape.
Oh, I know what
But
to do.
I teach gallop, gallop,
That
side
means-
because
That means that the white one would move exactly near the black one, and the black one could eat it.
if knight goes here, no, black knight cannot eat it because it's on diagonal. I will need, you see, I press on the knight and there are green dots. What I can eat? Oh, wait a second, I can eat the pawn. Oh, but this is not a good move because he will eat me back with the knight or with other knight. So no, I don't want to do it because I already told you guys, right? How much is the knight? 3. And pawn, 1. Not a good trade.
I know what to do.
Anybody know?
No.
My question. First of all, I need to answer, if somebody in the class can answer my question. My question
can.
was, why this is a good move for black? Why my opponent did a great move? Anybody can tell me? Ezekiel, iPad.
It's closer to the center.
Who said it?
Me.
Good job.
You.
And you, and you, and you, and you, and you, and you. Amazing job, guys, because you bring the knight closer to the center. What if he goes here? Is it a good move?
No.
Oh, and you're absolutely correct, because this knight is outside of the board. I had this student 10 years ago. His name is James. He's now maybe 15 or 16 years old. He was 5. He invented amazing sentence. He said, "Don't put your knights in garbage can." This is a garbage can for the knight. Side of the board, my student James called garbage can. Because, because of first example that I gave you. From garbage can, knight only can have 2 moves. In the center, knight has 8 moves. What do you prefer, to have 2 moves or 8? The answer is obvious. Exactly. And you're absolutely correct.
8.
And you too. Absolutely right.
However,
However, the game continues. And
yes, moving your knight towards the center is good.
Yes.
Yes, this knight can now move literally into the middle 4. However, the pawn will kill it.
Yes, but we're not going to do it. We are not silly. Excuse me. We are going to watch very carefully. We're opening our eyes and look around the board. I also can make horrible move, guys. Take a look. I can move my knight here. What a horrible move, Dimitri. What are you doing? Putting your knight under attack. Knight can take, and bishop can take, and pawn can take. What is going on? Why are you putting your knight under attack? Sorry, I'm not going to do it again. Promise you. I do this. Dimitri, stop it. You put knight under attack again. Could you please stop this silliness? Here we go. Okay. I was just being a little bit silly. I'm not going to do it again, guys. I'm going to show you amazing move right now. Maybe you know. What is the move? Yes, you're looking at me right now and you know the move. You probably do. You probably don't know the move. Okay, I'll give you a little hint, my friend.
Oh,
Bishop wants to go to play with all other friends. This bishop saying here, I'm uncomfortable. The door is locked. I'm in the darkness. I cannot go outside. What is going on? This bishop talking to you guys. So please help him to get out. What is the right move?
You have to move one of the
Take the
pawns
other
so
black
he
bishop.
can get out.
To know what
but
move.
we have to
The
remember
pawn in front of the queen needs to move up one square.
So we have
because
here
if you
genius,
do it the other
professional.
way, you're gonna put your bishop in the garbage can.
Hold on, 1 second. Bishop to the garbage can is not that bad. Bishop to the center is better, but bishop from garbage can also can play. Don't worry, he's fast. But knight in the garbage can is very bad. Anyway, to know how to open door for this bishop, we need to know how bishop moves. Here we go. Bishop moves on diagonal. Diagonal. This bishop moves also on diagonal, but this is light square bishop. And this is dark square bishop. Same for black. Let me flip the board for you. This is dark square bishop, walking only on dark squares on diagonal. And this is light square bishop. Also, by the way, this bishop is crying, saying, "You so mean. Why didn't you let me out? I want to play with all my friends." Okay, fine. Wait a second, bishop. It will be your turn as well. Anyway, I already heard that my friend Hillel said we need to move this pawn up. So here we have two possibilities: to move it one step up or to move it 2 steps up. What should we do? In my opinion,
Technically, it will be protected if it moves up 2 steps.
if we move 2 steps up, we lose a
You
pawn
lose it.
because pawn takes,
Two.
One step.
knight takes.
You
One,
lose it.
one.
Absolutely right. You're right, Smith.
One.
And you, yes, you too. You too, right? Yes, right. You're right.
You
One
have to do
step.
one step.
Because 2 steps, we need to learn a little bit math. What is math in chess? Very simple. People think that to play chess, you need to be genius mathematician. Don't believe them. Don't believe them. You don't need to be genius mathematician. You just need to know how much 3 minus 2, something like that, or 5 minus 3, something very simple. You don't need to be super Einstein. Wait, Einstein was not mathematician. Einstein was physicist. Anyway, you know what I mean, right? Let's count. This knight can take the pawn. This is 1. This pawn can take the pawn. This is 2. This bishop can take the pawn. This is 3. Black has 3 captures on this pawn. Okay. White has how many defenders? This is 1.
2.
And this is 2.
Oh, if
I'm
you get
sorry,
that one, it's
sorry,
a
my pawn. You're so nice to me, and I put you under 3 attacks while I have only 2 defenders. So sorry, pawn. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do 1 step. It's safe. And here we go. There is pawn protected by the pawn, pawn protected by the pawn. By the way, this one also protecting the bishop. We created pawn chain. Everybody's smiling. This bishop says, "Thank you very much. You opened door for me to go into the game." Guess
Also,
what?
queen is protecting the start of the pawn chain.
Oh yeah, nicely observation. Okay, I didn't see that. Good job. I mean, I saw that, but I didn't think about this. Queen is protecting the base of pawn chain. All right, this guy castled. Now, how you castle? I have to explain to you this move because it's part of today's lesson. At the end of the lesson, I would like you to walk away from my class with 3 secrets in your head. 3 secrets that you will know about opening. I will tell you later, and I will ask Hillel if you can write in the chat when I'm going to talk about 3 secrets. But Hillel, could you do it, please? Whenever I start talking, I will say secret number 1, secret number 2, secret number 3. And Hillel, you can write in the chat, okay? Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so how to castle? Castle is secret number 3, by the way. Already, I'll tell you all my secrets right now. Castling is secret number 3. You take your king, 1, 2, next to the rook, and rook jump over. If you play in real life, if you play on internet, computer will do castling automatically for you. If you play in real life, you will have to grab a king, to grab a rook, and switch. Wait, it's not a king, it's just bottle of water. Anyway, so you go here, You jump here with the king next to the rook, and then rook jumps next to the king. Luckily, on computer, we can do it automatically. Why castling is important? Because it puts king in the safest place on planet chess, right? This is kind of safe place, hidden behind 3 pawns, soldiers protecting the king from dangerous attack. So secret number 3 is castling the king. Hillel, can you please write it? Secret number 3, castling the king. Put your king in the safe
Castle if you
place.
don't move the king or the rook.
Okay, wait a second. We're not going to talk about this advanced tactics, right? We first want to introduce the idea to castle, right? And then we will talk when you can castle, when you cannot castle, but maybe we will do it another time, right? Okay,
Just
so
want to clear up any confusion. Castling is the only time the king can move 2 or 3 spaces.
you're not clearing any confusion right now. You're actually confusing me right now. I didn't even know how to castle before this lesson. And now I'm learning how to castle, and you're already telling me when I can, I cannot. Wait a second. Just hold on. Hold your horses, like we say in English. I think there is an expression like this in English. Hold your horses.
My hand is on my knight. What should I do with it?
Nothing. You should write secret
What?
number
But you
3.
said hold your horses.
Okay, good job. You need to say right now, you need to write in the chat, secret number 3, castle your king. Oh, write like this. Secret number 3, put your king in a safe place. Please, Hillel, do me a favor, do it. Okay. Anyway, let's go forward. I decided in this position not to castle, which I thought it's secret number 3, but I said to the bishop, let's go to the game. Let's bring you to the very nice position. Anybody knows why I don't want to put my bishop here?
Because it's gonna get
The
close.
pawn will eat it.
Excellent. A lot of people in the class. We have 30 people in this class, guys. Welcome to the class. So happy to see all of you. I hope you can come also next Wednesday. We're going to talk about other fun stuff and about chess. Today, I'm teaching you how to start the game and what to do so you will look really professional when you're playing chess. Even if you play chess against good players, you will start your game with my strategy in the center, bring knights and bishops to the game. You already will look good. Trust me. You will be like, oh, this person knows how to play chess. And then after a few moves, you can say, okay, let's do something else. You don't have to finish the game. Because next lesson, I will teach you how to finish the game and how to make a checkmate. But okay, let's go back. As some of you already mentioned, this is not a very fantastic move. The reason for that is because pawn can capture the bishop for free.
It will eat it.
Eat it for, wait, is it dinner, breakfast, or lunch? Hold on. Is this is
Any.
already?
Lunch.
It's dinner.
No, it's still breakfast in a chess game. It's still breakfast. The lunch starts when you castle the king. The moment you castle the king, start lunch. Second part of the game.
Yeah,
And
You realize
and
one is
dinner-
already
and
castled. It's
dinner,
lunch.
it's last part of the game that we call end game in chess. End game. Okay, so first part is opening, is breakfast. Opening is breakfast. Second part of the game is what? Wait, let me think. Oh, it's lunch. Second part after you castle the king is lunch. Finally, the last part of the game, which called dinner, in our world, but in chess it's called end game. So first is
What
opening.
about dessert? What about chess's dessert?
Oh, dessert. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know what dessert is. When you capture pieces
Checkmate.
in between. No, checkmate is, I think it's dinner. Checkmate is dinner because it's end game. Dessert is
No,
when you capture
checkmate
pieces.
is dessert. Everything before checkmate.
Okay, guys, you are so smart. You're confusing me right now. Anyway, so in this position, there is a good breakfast for the pawn. Black pawn can say,
Wait,
thank you very
King
much.
is already castled.
Delicious.
That-
Bishop. How much is bishop cost, guys?
3.
Remember? 3. Good job. Whoever said 3, whoever thought 3, show me. How much? How much bishop? 3, right? How much knight? 3, the same. How much pawn? 1. I
Right.
promise you, at the end of the class, I also tell you how much rook and how much is the queen. But my friend
How
Hillel,
much that is
Hillel.
in both nine.
Hillel
Why?
already told you. All right, let's go. So in this position, bishop here is the best move, amazing move. Bishop says to the knight, hello, knight, how are you doing? Knight says, not that great. Tell me why. Because I have to stay here and protect my queen, Her Majesty the queen right here. What happens if you move, knight? Bye-bye, queen. But I need to teach you right now to tell you how much queen cost. I have to tell you right now how much queen cost. Because you might think, oh, wait a second. You take and then I take back. Oh, take back your bishop. You lost 3. How much did I lose when I lost the queen?
9.
9 points. What is the highest single number in history of mathematics? Single digit number is 9. After 9, already 2 digits. After 9 comes 10.
I think 12 is the king because he's like if they get him, then
That's very interesting approach. Why did you?
You can't eat the king.
12? Why particular 12? Why not 15? Why not 1 million? Why
King
not
equals-
300 trillions? I don't know. What is
King
the
equals game.
yeah,
You can't
king
kill the king.
equals game? Pranav, I think Pranav said it correctly. And he said king equals the game. So if the game is I don't know 1 apple, then king cost 1 apple. That's what it is. King actually is the whole game. Whenever you lose a king, I will teach you next time how to do checkmate and what is the end of the game. Then it will be the end of the story and game is over. But don't worry, if you lost, you can right away start a new game. How you do start a new game? Set up the board from the beginning and you're ready to start the game. You can cry, oh, I lost the game, until tomorrow. Instead, you can just start the game right now, a new game, and maybe you have a chance to win. So there is no, don't be upset if you lost. And trust me, I lost a lot of games and I'm a master of chess, right? At the beginning, I lost more. Now I lose less because I'm a better player now than before. Okay, but fine, everybody learning. It's okay to learn and lose. One of my students said, you learn from losing more than from winning. Maybe because you learn from your mistakes and then you become smarter. Okay, in this position, I want to finish this game. He played horrible move. This is a really bad move. And I started my attack. Boom, knight in the center.
yum 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 yum.
Do you know why? Because all my friends in the game and his friends not in the game. So now I start attack.
So he
He
can
played
eat us.
here and then take here, and then his king is very open. Do you want me to show you the end of the game or it's okay? I can just
Let's
continue?
do this.
The end.
Show-
Okay.
show the
He
end
moved
of the
here. I played knight here. Hold on. Next lesson, I will show you more checkmates, but today only one checkmate. He played bishop here, captured the bishop, takes, and then my queen. Hello, queen, Her Majesty, please come to attack. Let's go here. Queen check to the king. King in danger. King in danger. King is under check. King need to go here and then
Then you can deliver checkmate.
checkmate to the king with the bishop. Okay, I wanted to demonstrate today 3 secrets of opening. Secret number 3 already I mentioned, castle your king. Secret number 1, ready to write, Mr. Hillel, please help me right now. And everybody, guys, if you have a piece of paper, a pencil to write this down, please do it. 3 secrets of chess I'm going to give you in the opening. Oh, by the way, you don't need to write if you have amazing memory. If you can memorize it all, you can memorize it all. Okay, secret number 1, fight for the center. Oops, sorry, this is not the center. Oops. Ryan, do me a favor. I cannot give you control of the screen right now. I need it myself. Control the center. 4 squares in the center. 1, 2, 3, 4. Control the center. Secret number 1, fight for the center. Means with the pawn. Now, if your opponent let you do it, take it control over the center with 2 pawns. Secret number 2. Ready? Bring your knights and your bishops to the game. Bring your knights and bishops to the game. Okay, so your friends, 4 friends, what it is? 2 knights, 2 bishops, bring them to the game. If you are very intelligent, and you are, all of you, very intelligent, you might understand that when I say bring your knights and bishops to the game, you bring them toward the center of the board. Understand? This is the secret. You're bringing knights and bishops over the center of the board, but bring all of them because they need to play. They want to play with you. And finally, secret number 3, you already know.
It's castling.
It's castling or put your king in a safe place. And this is the end of the opening. The opening ends when you fight for the center, bring your knights and bishops to the game and castle the king. Then you save and you're ready for lunch, for second part of the game. Second part of the game is middle game, crazy middle game. Guys and girls, the middle game is absolutely, absolutely terrific. It's just so many chaos, so many sacrifices, so many attacks. It's very, very interesting. But you cannot be ready for the middle of the game if you not played correctly in the opening. You need to be ready. You need to develop all your soldiers to the game and make sure they are ready to fight for your country. Ready to fight.
I didn't see your screen.
You cannot see my screen? Okay, I'm going to stop share and I'm going to share it one more time so you can see my screen. Is it better?
Something I find very important. It is not always wise to castle your king.
Now I can see your screen.
Good job that you can see my screen.
Like if there is not a pawn in the way and there's a bishop on the line where your king is right now,
so
it is not wise to castle your king.
As I agree with Hillel is talking right now. I agree with Hillel about this. He mentioned that it's not always safe to castle the king, but we are not talking professional chess right now. We are just learning the basic rules. And chess game, what is fascinating about the chess game? That every rule has exception. But first you need to learn the rules. And I say castling the king is important. And I also, if you remember, I said, instead of castle the king, I said, put your king into safe place. It could be safe place, could be different place, not necessarily castling. Hillel, okay? All right, guys. So finally, to conclude my lesson, I would like to make a little game, a little test. I am going to point with my circle to the piece and you tell me how much it cost. Everybody answer. You don't have to answer loud. Your microphone could be muted. You can just say the number and check yourself if this is correct. Okay, I'm going to point. If you said 1, you're absolutely correct. I'm going to point. If you said 3, you're absolutely correct. I'm going to point. If you said 9, you're absolutely correct. Good. I'm going to point. If you said 3, you're absolutely correct. I'm going to point. If you said 3, you're absolutely correct. I'm going to point. If you said 1, you're absolutely correct. If I'm going to point. If you said 3, you're absolutely correct. We have 1 pawn is 1.
1.
1, 1, 1. Knight is 3. This is together 2 knights. How much is together 2 knights?
6.
6. Are you absolutely correct? If I put bishop and pawn, 4. You're absolutely correct. If I say knight, bishop, and knight,
9.
9. You're absolutely correct. If I say, if I point here the queen and here I point knight, bishop, and knight, who is better, the queen or knight, bishop, and knight?
Queen.
Neither.
Oh, they equal. They equal. That's right. They are equal. 9 and 9. Oh, guys. Oh, wait a second. I forgot to teach you how much is the rook. Does anybody knows how much is the rook?
5.
5. No, not 10. 2 hands is 10. Only 1 hand. But we have 2 rooks. 1 rook is 5 and another rook is 5. Together 5 plus 5 equals 10. Okay, what is better? Rook and versus queen. What is better?
Rook.
Rook and rook.
Rook and rook better. Yay. Yes. Yes. A lot of people think, oh, queen is my favorite piece. No, not necessarily. If for a queen I have rook, knight, bishop, knight, and rook all together, it's gazillion amount of points. Who can calculate how much is 2 rooks plus knight plus bishop plus knight plus bishop? How much is this? Anybody can give me an answer?
22.
22.
22. Wow, you guys. No, 22. The bishop plus knight plus bishop plus knight equals 12. And rook plus rook equals 10. So 12 plus 10 equals 22. But this is the hardest exercise you need to do in math and chess. You don't need to do some kind of complication. You don't need to do that. Anyway, that's I'm going to stop sharing. I believe I believe that's basically that's all what I wanted to share with you today. If you have any questions, I don't know, Lauren, do we have time for questions or we have to stop?
Yeah, sure. You can take some questions.
I would love to have some questions because last lesson I was teaching and then suddenly you didn't have any questions. I was really sad. I was thinking, why nobody asking questions? Maybe they don't like my lesson. So I would like to hear questions. Okay, please,
All
Lila.
of the things you need to know.
Lila,
Can you
I have
can you put the link in the chat for the chessboard for the chess game?
yeah, absolutely.
Link in the chat for the chess game.
Can you do that chess thingy and can you like
1 second, by one, people do me a favor, only one by one, talk one by one. Who is talking right now? iPad 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Okay, Lilach, answering a question. Yes, I'm going to put a link in the chat right now for the game. Oh, I just looked at the chat and Hillel did such a fantastic job. Hillel, thank you very much. You're amazing. Here we have pawn 1, bishop and knight 3, rook 5, queen 9. Secret 1, capture the center. Secret 2, 4 friends to the game. Secret 3, castle the king. You're amazing, dude. Thank you very much for helping me. I'm going to post right now in the chat. Everyone in meeting going to post www.leadchess.org. Here we go. Leadchess.org. Okay. Any more questions, my friends?
Tommy has a question. Tommy, please ask your question.
Yes, Tommy.
It's not sending me to the thing.
Only Tommy talking. Yes, Tommy.
So is it so is it like always, so should you so it's okay to sometimes put your bishop in the garbage?
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes it can work.
Amazing question. Amazing question. So bishops are a very interesting piece in chess. Much better than the knight, in my opinion, even though it costs the same price, but it's better. Because bishop, if you put bishop in a garbage can, let me give you an example. So let's say here, we go here, and now let's say we put bishop here, right? It's not exactly garbage can, but it's side of the board. From this place, bishop can go here, 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 can go here. Still has a lot of moves. Bishop has a lot of moves also from the side of the board, also from the middle of the board. But knight only have 2 moves from the corner and 8 moves from the center. So that's why knight is better not to put knight in garbage can. But bishop is okay if you have an idea. If you have a genius idea, maybe to capture something, maybe to attack something, maybe to checkmate, etc., go ahead and put it in the garbage can, no problem. Yes, Ezekiel, please. Ezekiel.
I'm starting to learn more every day. And I'm not leaving automatically in the middle of the class.
Yes, good. You're learning every single day and you're not leaving in the middle of the class. That's great. Thank you for sharing this thought. Anybody else can tell me or some comments or questions, please? Yes, Rita Harris. Rita Harris, please. What is your question?
Sorry.
Oh, yeah, your name is Ari. Okay, nice to meet you. My name is Dimitri. Yes, Ari.
I have a chessboard too.
That's fantastic chessboard. It's a wooden piece.
One is broken.
That's okay. You can ask your daddy or your mommy or your grandfather to fix it, and maybe it can be glued together. Wow, I love this board. This is wooden chessboard. So nice. Anybody else have a question or comment? iPad 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 has a question.
Can you like send the link in the chat again? Because I didn't really receive it.
Link in the chat. Yeah, leadchess.org.
Because I did not really receive it.
Okay, leadchess.org. This is the link in the chat. Leadchess.org. This is the program that I use to practice, and I recommend for everybody to play their fun program, really exciting to play chess and get better in chess. By the way, if you want to practice, here is my advice. You go to Lichess, you click play, and when you click play, there is here play with computer. You see, play with computer. Don't play with people at the beginning of your chess life. Play with computer, press play with computer, and level 1, level 2, pretty amazing. You can start the game. Let's start level 2, okay? Starting level 2, and then you can practice all your what you learned in my class. Here, just make sure you're starting in the center. You control the center, and then bring pieces to the game. You know, if you give you pieces, you can take it, so on, so on. Okay, any more questions? Any more questions? Okay, guys, listen. You were fantastic audience. You were fantastic kids today. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you learned something today from me. I really hope you did. And I wish that you all come next week on Wednesday to my class to continue lessons about how to finish the game, how to eat dinner. Or Tommy said dessert. Checkmate. Dessert. We're going to do it next lesson on Wednesday at 6 o'clock. Again, thank you very much for everybody joining the class. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Bye
Thank
now.
you.
Bye. Thank
Bye,
you.
everyone.